Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio,
where real music matters.
Absolute Radio is the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
Please, please, please.
Step through now, please.
Oh, no.
Too late now.
So, you're offering me a free holiday?
Yeah.
I just have to bring back something for a friend of yours.
That's right. And you'll get some serious cash.
Right.
Well?
Not too late. Don't get talked into trafficking drugs. Once you're in, the British government can't get you out. Don't throw your life away.
Tick your Radar Diaries now. On tonight's show, it's a voodoo special as we create a voodoo doll and do some voodoo on the voodoo doll. Also, we'll be choosing the show's very own pen pal.
Can this show get any worse?
Not really.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
If you have any experience with voodoo, could you give us a call? 0330 123 1215. Because I kind of said we'd do this, and I was meant to do some research today, and I got lost in Milton Keynes, so it's been a weird day. Oh, I tried to find Wolfie as well. I'll tell you more about that. And I never thought I'd say this, but Andre, if you're listening, could you call in, please? We're worried about you. God, I hope he's not dead. Man, I really hope he's not dead.
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
Very excitingly, by the way, well done to Mark Crosley for, doing a show and stuff. Very excitingly, I can see Eloise building a voodoo doll in the next studio. I was thinking, what on earth is she doing with this? It's a voodoo doll. And is it me? You can speak.
Oh, yes, it is.
She's building a voodoo doll. Wait, go to your computers, kids.
Looks like so far.
It's good. Have we got scissors? We're going to cut some of my hair and stick some of my hair to it.
Oh, yeah, I was doing straws, but hair would be good.
Yeah, I've got my real hair.
Oh, okay.
You have to get my pubic hair. Come
no.
on, it's not sexual harassment if it's voodoo. Go to your computers and log on to absoluteradio.co.uk. Look on the webcam because we'll be showing you the voodoo doll. I think it's all right to... Hey, I had a dream last night that I went back to doing hypnotism. And I woke up thinking, maybe I should do a hypnotism show. It's tempting, isn't it? Anyway, that's by the by. I'm feeling a little bit hyper, but also a little bit sick, Mummy, because I just ate... I got given the key to the cupboard where the biscuits are kept. And boy, did I make use of that key. It took me 2.5 minutes to eat a whole packet of custard creams. A whole packet of them custard creams. Boy, oh boy, am I feeling it. Tonight's show will be a little bit, it's been a very, very long day. My little boy's not been very well. He's fine. But I got lost in Milton Keynes. I came so close to running out of petrol, sort of in these villages near Milton Keynes. I was driving back from Milton Keynes, heading towards the M1 so I could drive to Windsor, and my petrol was lower than it's ever been, and I stopped at a petrol station on the motorway on the way up to Milton Keynes, but only put a fiver in because it was £1.44 a litre. No, I'm not paying that. And then, of course, I'm driving around Milton Keynes, the villages, and I'm going to... And the car's juddering a bit. And I'm thinking, well, do I keep on this main road and hope it goes somewhere? Or should I, using my 7-year-old sat-nav, hope that it's got a petrol station on it? And it took me to a petrol station that had closed down. So then it took me to another petrol station that wasn't there. It was a cul-de-sac. Boy, and I was panicking at this stage. But anyway, you can call in about that if you've ever run out of petrol. 0330 123 1215. I have this thing that I'm doing now where I'm trying to keep an eye on how much petrol I use, and I try and use as little as I can. It's sort of a challenge, and I try to see how many miles I can do per tank of petrol. And last month, I got up, in my little Polo, I got up to 382 miles in a tank. Sometimes I coast down a hill in neutral, and then my wife told me that was illegal. Is that the case? Is it illegal to try and save the planet? You know what I'm saying? 0330 123 1215. If you're better versed in the laws of the road, is it illegal to coast in in neutral? Because I've been doing it, unless it's illegal, and then, of course, I haven't been doing that. What are you talking about, officer? I haven't got a clue. No. She said that means you haven't got complete control of the vehicle, but surely it means I'm more in control. I'm confident enough to do that. 0330 123 1215. It's going to be one of those kind of thrown together type shows. So we're talking about driving in neutral. We're asking, have you ever run out of petrol? Which I've done. So I did it 3 times in one day once. Boy, oh boy. 0330 123 1215. We are putting out a plea for Andre to call us. Andre, if you're a regular to listen to the show, you'll know he's an irritant par excellence. He's the show's resident drunk. And the last time we spoke to him was about 3 weeks ago, when we put him on the same line as Fat Boy the Masturbator. And that was it. He was off. We never heard from him again. So I do hope we haven't offended him in any way. Tonight's show, as well, we will be choosing the show's pen pal. I have about 8 or 10 entries here. I've whittled it down to 8. 4 of them we're going to get rid of straight away. And 4 of them are pretty darn good, I think. And we're going to leave it to you, dear listener, to choose which one of these becomes the show's pen pal. I really want this to work. I want us to pick someone good. I want all of you listening at home to handwrite letters and send them to us here at Absolute, and then we'll send them on to the show's pen pal. So we want to do that. But more importantly, tonight is Voodoo Special. Voodoo, Black Magic and the Dark Arts. You probably can't say that now, it's probably racist. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Have you ever been involved in the dark arts? Have you ever had a séance? Used a Ouija board? I used to have a Ouija board. It was made by the toy company Waddingtons. It was made by a toy company. And I went and bought the planchette from this. There was this weird sort of hippy-dippy shop in Slough, just at the Bath Road. And it smelled patchouli oil, and it was all a bit mystical. And I bought the planchette. You don't know what a planchette is? Well, that's your problem. I'm not talking to you. And we tried it once in Burnham Beeches with me. Who else was there? Stanley Gajava. Who was the other Polish guy? Richard Kukowski. Maybe Wayne was there, maybe Malcolm. I'm not quite sure. And we ended up talking to a dead Polish guy. Yeah. I wonder. And when Richard Kukowski took his hand off the planchette, it stopped moving. I wonder what's going on there. Ouija boards don't work, do they? Do they? Be good if they did, wouldn't it? 0330 123 1215. If you've had any experience with the dark arts, I'm not necessarily talking about ghosts and ghouls and things like that, but if you've ever kind of cast a spell. You get these witches, don't you, that cast spells. That's got to be the greatest con in the world, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I'll cast a spell to make him love you. Yeah, I can do that. I'll just need some frog semen. And a dead man's testicle. 0330 123 1215. And we are, Eloise is busily crafting away at a voodoo doll for the show. And we're going to do some voodoo on it. We're going to cut my hair, stick it to it, and we're going to do some damn voodoo. Maybe you want to be part of this. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. And also, you can call in pretty much about anything you want. The shows the last 3.5 weeks have been pretty, structured and in your face. And I just thought tonight we would, to quote a metaphor, no, is it a simile? A cliche, that's it. Take our foot off the gas a little bit and kind of cruise a bit, as though we were driving in neutral. So that's what we've got. Driving in neutral, running out of petrol, voodoo, where's Andre, and we're going to choose a pen pal for the show. And anything else that you want to talk about. 0330 123 1215. If you're new to the show, you phone up, you'll speak to Eloise, who's delightful. She will give you a call back, so it won't even cost you that much money. How's about them apples? 0330 123 1215. I just sniffed my voodoo crotch. Hey, that's a good name for a band, my voodoo crotch. I tell you what, because I'm getting a buzz off of the pen on this. That's some strong marker pen you've used, Eloise. Jeez.
It's a bit of a beast.
It's like the old days. Man alive, if you've got a marker pen... No, actually, probably best you don't. Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. I cannot say it enough. Tick those radio diaries. So, you know, I don't think we're allowed to mention it, but for God's sakes, tick them. Huh? Tick them hard. You can do it all online now as well, but anyway. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. There's a guy, Konrad Mroczek. That looks like a Polish name. Is it the Poles that are obsessed with the Ouija? He says on Facebook, Iain, don't use Ouija board. You attract entities without any protection. It's better to be in the circle with other people. Safer option without the Ouija board. People actually believe this stuff. I wish it were true. But maybe I'm wrong. And I know we've kind of dabbled or peeked over the wall and looked at the supernatural a little bit. And I'm sceptical. I would love to believe. But I know my wife's family are Greek, and they all believe in curses. And people putting curses and hexes on them. I can't remember what the Greek word is. But they all carry the evil eye, which is this kind of little blue eye, and you get different size ones. My wife wears one, my mother-in-law wears one. And it protects you from evil. So if someone puts a curse on you, the evil eye should deflect it. And my wife's a sensible woman, and she kind of buys into this. And another thing they do, and they didn't do it at our wedding, because I would have gone mental, is if when the bride is walking, we didn't have a Greek-style wedding, but when the bride is walking up the aisle, all of the, old women spit on her. And that's to kind of ward off evil spirits. And you can do it, you can spit on yourself. You're not, getting a greenie or anything like that and kind of lugging that onto you. You just kind of do it. And it's supposed to, if you think someone has put a curse on you, you do that. These are sensible, well, I say sensible people, they're Greeks. You see what they've done to their economy. This is what they're doing to themselves. 0330 123 1215. If you've got connections with them foreigners and the weird kind of things that they still believe in the 21st century. That might be interesting. It can't just be the Greeks. Greece is a very strange country. I love it. I absolutely love it there. And it's kind of like a second home to me now. And I was learning the language for a while, then I gave it up because it's hard, isn't it? But I love it now. We'll be going there on holiday again this year, and wonderful. But it's a strange place. You can see why they're completely screwed up financially and why they're going bust. Because, partly because no one pays any tax and everything is done cash in hand. But also because they believe in things like hexes and curses and spitting on themselves to protect themselves from demons. That's weird, isn't it? If you've got any foreign connections in your family, could you give me a call and let me know if they also have got weird kind of supernatural beliefs? And it's not just like, it's not like when you see a magpie in this country, you salute it and go, hello, Mr. Magpie. Do you do that, Eloise?
I don't do that. See two magpies, blow a kiss, have good luck or get your wish.
What? That doesn't make any sense at all. Do it again.
See two magpies, blow a kiss, have good luck or get your wish.
Well, no, what you're meant to do is if you see them... Well, you are. I can tell you this for a fact. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a story that's never been told, 8 for pasta, 9 for tea. I'm making these ones up. 10, I don't know. But
something else that rhymes with me.
Have a wee. But that's magpies. But you're supposed to, if you see one, you're supposed to salute it and go, hello, Mr. Magpie. How are you working,
that's
children?
weird. Why would you ever salute a magpie?
Why would you just say the words you said?
You don't. You have to kiss it. You have to blow a kiss.
Okay, and that's not... So you're saying that blowing a kiss is slightly less weird than saluting?
Yeah, because why would you salute?
Why would you blow a kiss? 0330
You don't even salute people.
I saluted someone today. They told me they'd won an Arkiva award this week, and so I stood up and saluted them. 0330 123 1215. When was the last time you saluted someone? I'm always saluting people. I'm always saluting them.
Saluting crazy.
I'm saluting crazy. I should have been in the army, but I was scared of getting shot. 0330 123 1215. Paul, stay there, so I'll be with you after this.
This is Absolute Radio. Absolute Radio.
This is Faye Ripley on behalf of the Disasters Emergency.
I think we could be turning this show into a saluting special. We're saluting the magic of saluting. Flipside TV on Twitter has said, true story, I saluted Benny Hill's grave at the weekend because he used to do that saluting thing when he wasn't dead. When was the last time you saluted? I'm always saluting. 0330 123 1215. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
Paul, what can I do for you?
Oh, you were talking about the witching hour earlier on.
Yes, sir.
And the witching time, the time of year and that. And
I don't think I mentioned hours or times of year, but yes, we're certainly on a black magic vibe this evening, Paul. We're going to do voodoo later on.
Okay, you were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about closed circles and things like that, and not to use Ouija boards.
Oh, that was someone who posted that on the Facebook. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's I used to be in a closed circle myself.
What is a closed circle?
Well, it's a meeting of like minds, really, people that are clairvoyant or clairaudient
or think they are. Yes.
Clairsensitive, you know.
Yes. I used to go out with a girl called Clairvoyant.
Yeah. Yes.
There's a joke in it somewhere. I used to go out with a girl called Clairvoyant, and she was she dumped me because she knew it wouldn't last or something. There's a joke there, kid.
She must have saw you coming or something.
Many times. No, steady. Yes. Okay. So go on.
Yeah, basically closed circles. I used to be in one.
Yes.
I would describe myself, like people say they're Christian or they're whatever they are, police and that. I'm pagan, basically. Which is, the old religion.
Yeah.
So I'm a pagan mystic, and at the time of the year, in the moon, and it was Father's Day recently, wasn't it?
Apparently so, yes.
Well, that's what's called the hunter's moon, is the moon you get before Father's Day.
Right.
So it's just an adaptation of the different religions, everyone, it's all the similarities amongst it.
But so what, can you talk to my dead nan or something?
Can I talk to your dad?
No, you can talk to me if you want. I've got his phone number. My dead nan.
I could do, yeah.
Go on then.
It's entirely up to you.
Go on then.
Well, I'll try and talk to her. I'll try and see if she says anything.
Go on. This will be wicked.
She's got a message. Hang on a
minute. This will be
wicked. Man. Nothing at the moment.
Okay, we can wait.
I can see a tree. It looks like a lightning strike of a tree.
She walked past a tree once.
Yeah, I suppose she did. Yeah, many. I don't know. I'm not getting that much. I think it's up to you to speak to your nan. I think you talk to your nan anyway.
Oh, I do talk to my nan a lot. But, well, not a lot, but every now and then. But you can't... She's not got any messages for me or anything?
No, nothing I'm receiving.
Utter balls. That's a shame. No. That's a shame. Nan, come on! Nan! The man's... She's probably...
Because we have our conversations anyway, so what's the bothering...
Hang on a minute. I just said that, Paul!
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul, do you know anything about voodoo? We've got a voodoo doll.
I do, yeah.
Okay, so we've made... Eloise has made an excellent voodoo doll... with out of this is, would I be correct, Eloise? This is made out of envelopes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
It's made out
padded ones.
Padded envelopes, jiffy bags, if you will.
Yeah.
She has drawn. Is that a penis?
No, it's a black.
You've drawn a black penis on me.
No, that's because I realised that I'd done a really short T-shirt.
Right.
Otherwise, then I didn't know what that middle bit would be. It would have to be a skirt.
Yeah.
So I made it into
that's the trouser
leg.
Okay.
So it's like the Sir Nabs Giant, is it? No.
Yeah, there's a belt on it. She's written the...
tweet a picture.
I will tweet a picture and I will hold it up to... During the next record, the Steven Tyler record, I shall be holding it up to the webcam in the corner. She's written the word monkeys on there because they're my favourite pop group.
Right.
She's drawn a very happy smiley face. Thank you, Eloise, because that's what I'm feeling today.
Yeah.
And she's put some
comment on the eyes.
She's done like panda's eyes.
Right, that's like
not
DJ.
panda eyes.
And she's gonna come and cut my hair in a bit, only a little bit. Don't take the mick, and stick it to it, right? And then we've got some Google eyes. And then we have got what I like to call no, I don't know what they're called, paper clips.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're gonna prod it with and it's me. We're gonna prod the voodoo doll of me with paper clips.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we have to do some sort of a chant?
Yeah, is there an incantation?
Well, no, it's just if you believe it or not. You know, it's
Oh.
whatever you want to do, really.
Should we make up an incantation?
Yeah. We'll make up a Brian incantation and we'll come up with something. So will this work, Paul?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if it works. On padded envelopes, lock your hair, and paper clips. It might do.
You're the blooming pagan and you don't sound convinced.
Well, I don't need to convince myself, do I? You need to convince yourself, so it's entirely up to you.
Paul, lovely to talk to you, fella.
And you, sir?
Just shame you couldn't talk to my dead nan. 0330 123 12 15 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. That's the number that George has called. Hello, George.
Hello there, how are you?
Yeah, excellent. What can I do for you?
Right, now, just want to talk to you about, well, basically different cultures and the weird beliefs.
The what, sorry? Cultures and the weird beliefs. Yes, go on.
Yes, well, basically, me being Chinese, there's a really weird thing to ward off, what's it called, Chinese, the evil spirits.
A thing to ward off the Chinese?
No.
There's 1.5 billion of them. We can't ward them off.
Yeah, me being one of them. Yes, send me back on the plane.
Yeah, well, you're more than welcome to stay here. We wouldn't wish to be racist.
Oh, thank you. Well, basically, one of them is before you go to bed, because normally people walk around with slippers, you put one slipper upside down. Now, how weird is that?
Hang on a minute. Say that. So you walk around in your slippers. You go to bed.
So before you go to bed, you put one slipper upside down. Yeah, and that's meant to ward off evil spirits.
How?
I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure if there is another Chinese person around that's Buddhist of religion, they could verify that.
George, as we just said, there's 1.5 billion of you guys. It's very, very likely there is another Chinese person around. Can you speak any Chinese?
I can speak Cantonese. Yes, I can.
Go on. Send out a message to your brothers.
I don't know what to say to them.
Well, tell them to call up or something.
Okay, what, in Chinese?
Yes, because I could do it in English, George.
Oh, no problems. 呢中文人識聽鬼故事嘅，打電話俾 Absolute Radio. There you go.
I love it. I love it when people speaking foreign languages, then they get to something that's English, and then they have to do it in the English accent. I love it. It's the best thing.
I have to.
Of course, when my wife speaks Greek, she will suddenly go, I can't remember any Greek. Vanilla milkshake. But they don't quite talk like that. But that's how little.
Oh, I know. It's like, for some reason, I've got a friend of mine who's Greek, and he tends to throw in a Greek word every now and again.
Yeah.
I seem to be one of his better friends, and he always throw in the word Gumbari or something like that all the time.
The thing that annoys me, right, Georgia, maybe you've noticed this, right, is on the news, like on the BBC News particularly, but sometimes on like local radio news as well. And they'll say, like, the name of a foreign prime minister or a foreign town with a really strong foreign accent. The fighting today in Bahrain was very intense, and meanwhile in Tehran, and they really kind of... You just think, well, no, that's not... If you do that, then you've got to take it to its natural conclusion, and you would say Newcastle... You'd say Glasgow. You'd say Paris.
Yeah.
You do it like that, and they don't, do they? So it's
no, they
one
don't.
or none.
It's either very flamboyant or there's no flamboyance whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've noticed that as well. For example, the current F1 racer, I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff.
Of course I'm not. It's a sport.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Well, Sebastian Vettel, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people call him Vettel, some people call him Vettel. What is this correct pronunciation in German?
We should anglicise everyone around the world should anglicise everything. Hey, we should all be learning. We should all be learning Chinese, shouldn't we? Because you guys are going to take over the world one day.
Yeah, as they say. But my mother tongue's actually English. I was born and raised here.
Well, then you're because it's serious. I don't mean you're going to take over in a militaristic kind of way, but financially, people say, don't know, in 40, 50 years that China's going to be the one, because America's on its way out. Russia's went years ago. Well, America can't afford to do trips to the moon anymore. They've cancelled the space program. So China, in 40 years, 50 years, China is going to be the only superpower, so we should all learn Chinese to cozy up to you guys.
Well, I'm not too sure about communism, though.
Well, they've got kind of soft communism over there now, haven't they? It's all kind of, it's not like it was 20 years ago.
I would hope so.
They still have the one baby rule, though, don't they?
Well, I think you're allowed to have more than one baby, but you don't get any support for babies after number one. I don't think they put them in a sack and chuck them in the River Yangtze anymore. I don't think that happened. In fact, I don't know if they ever did that. George, thank you very much. Nice to talk to you, fella.
Thank you very much. Take care. Have a good night, sir.
There we go. You ever been to China, Eloise?
No.
I love it. I was there for like 2 days, and it was the weirdest. They showed like wicked, early, rare Jackie Chan films on the TV. Just on the TV. This was in the day when you had to hunt down to find this stuff on VHS in the UK. They were just showing it on TV. 9:30 at night, they were showing... 9:30 at night, actually, they were showing a Sammo Hung film, Magnificent Butcher. When has that ever been shown on the TV over here? Never.
You're talking about this to the wrong person.
Imagine that's the only thing I can remember from my trip to China. Oh, yeah, they were showing Sammo Hung movies at 9:30 on the TV. Paddy will be with you shortly. Oh, it's an interesting start. 0330 123 1215. Voodoo, China. I don't know what we're talking about tonight. I've kind of lost track of it, really. Jesus, I'll open my eyes, okay? Let's go to Paddy in Kent. Hello, Paddy.
Hello, how are you?
What can I do for you, Paddy?
Well, did you know Waddington still hold a copyright on the Ouija board?
Could you turn your radio off for us, Paddy?
Yes, I will do. Sorry.
That's okay. Well done for calling me sir. That's the exact respect that's required. Say that again. Waddington's own the copyright on Ouija boards.
I think that's Waddington's or some company. Because it was a way of divining your future.
You can't get your future from a Ouija board.
I know that, but it's just a toy, wasn't it? It's something just people played with.
But it was marketed as a toy. But Ouija boards are for talking to the dead.
All the sort of I don't know, the horrible bit about it come with The Exorcist, isn't it, and all that business, the film.
I don't remember The Exorcist. I saw it years ago. I remember thinking it was complete and utter pony.
It was crap.
It was rubbish. Mark Commode, who is a man I respect and admire and fancy a little bit, is obsessed by this film, and he is wrong. It is an awful, awful movie.
Max von Sydow, he's a very good actor, yes. He saved the film.
And Linda Blair, was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right. It was rubbish. Rubbish story, rubbish effects, rubbish.
And also, on another amusing front...
You don't sound like a Paddy.
My mother was Irish and my father was English. Do you want to know my full name?
Yeah.
My name's Patrick Field. Paddy Field.
Paddy Field? And we had a Chinese fella on before. This is all linking up. This is brilliant. Were your parents not thinking when they came up with that?
I think they had a good sense of humour.
Yeah, well, Paddy Field. Look at this. This is awesome.
Yeah, no, but also, did you know the Roman Catholic Church said you can't be superstitious?
Sorry? What? But the whole Roman Catholic religion is based on superstition.
But they said you can't be superstitious.
You just have to believe this nonsense in this book that's made up.
Yes.
You sound like Andre. We're talking about Andre going missing. Andre's one of our regular callers, and he's gone missing.
Oh, I'm another drunkard.
Well, you sound like a posh Andre. He does a bit, doesn't he, Eloise?
Yeah.
Posh.
I wouldn't say posh.
Thank you very much.
Compared to Andre, this guy, is the Ritz.
Okay, fair dues.
Well, Paddy, it's lovely to talk to you.
And also, there's one country in the world, I'm being boring with the facts, did you know, and all that.
No, go on.
Benin, in Africa, Voodoo is the national religion.
Is it Haiti?
Benin.
Oh, Benin. I thought it was in Haiti that they did
Voodoo.
No,
they're Roman Catholic, I do believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yes, I was aware that Voodoo... this is what I wanted to do as well. I'm glad you reminded me. I wanted to come up with the top 5. I think we'd struggle with a top 10. Maybe we can do a top 10. Top 5 movies that have got voodoo in. And I'm going to go straight off the bat. I don't think there is any voodoo-based movie better than Live and Let Die, the James Bond film.
Serpent and the Rainbow.
What the hell is that? That sounds awesome.
You never seen it?
No, I've never seen it. Who's in it? Max von Sydow?
No, not Siddow.
Siddow, yeah.
No, Bill Pullman, Kathy Tyson, and it's all about a bloke who goes and tests where they turn them into zombies. They give them that funny powder stuff, and it turns them...
the funny powder stuff that turns people into zombies. Wicked! That sounds awesome!
Yeah, Serpent the Rainbow. If you ever find it, search around the second-hand shops and it'll be there.
I won't bother. But we will put that. So far, okay. Let's aim high, Paddyfield. Let's try and get top 10 Voodoo movies, shall we? We got 2 there. Good lad.
All right, then you got the Day of the Dead, George Romero.
Right, hang on. Whoa. Are they technically zombies in there? Is it voodoo?
If you talk about the original 1970s movie, it comes from a voodoo ritual.
Oh, okay.
And you've got the ones from the 60s as well.
You know so much about voodoo. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. Paddy, I'm going to go. So we've got a caller from San Diego, California, that we want to talk to. But thank you for that. Top 10 voodoo movies. 0330 123 12. It really is a hodgepodge of stuff this evening. Don't forget, after 12, we're going to select the pen pal for the show. I'm going to present you with 4 options, and you, dear listener, are going to vote for them. But first of all, let's go to San Diego and to Stacey. Hello, Stacey.
Hi, Ian.
How are you doing? You all right?
I'm fine. How are you?
Well, I'm good. Now, listen, Eloise is intrigued by your call. So, Eloise, I'm going to kind of let you talk to her because you're very excited by what Stacey has to offer us. Eloise was going, you've got to ask her this. And you must ask her that. And can you ask her this? You can ask her, Eloise.
There was only one question.
But you were very enthusiastic about it.
Well, I think it's a very interesting call. So, Stacey, what experience have you got with spooky stuff?
Well, not spooky things, but things tend to go south quite quickly with me. So I'm always wondering. I had if you don't know, Ian, I actually had a hex put on me when I was 9 years old by one of my babysitters.
Right, there we go.
Why did you have a hex put on you?
I think she was a college student, and she was into Wicca witchcraft, and she thought it would control us by telling us that if we misbehaved, she would hex us.
Now, did she actually put a hex on you, or is it just one of those things that people who aren't very good with kids say to make kids shut up?
It may have been, but she was fired the next day for being a witch.
Wow.
And I don't know if it's ever been removed from me. So I was wondering if your callers knew how to get rid of a Wicca hex.
Did she? How did she? Did she do an incantation? What did she do?
She looked directly into my eyes and got me by the chin, and she tore out a piece of my hair.
Oh my God, this sounds violent.
And you were 9 years old?
No, her name was Sonia.
Okay, Sonia.
I still remember to this day. And then she went into the bathroom and then came back out, and she said it was done, and that I was going to get in trouble and get everything because I had actually taken all of the rose petals off of my mother's rose bushes.
Oh, fair play. You did deserve to have a hex put on you then for that.
We were making rose wine. We were trying to ferment it into something alcoholic.
I used to make...
At 9?
We live fast here in California, what can I say?
And did bad things start happening to you?
Well, everything... It's been a pattern in my life. I have incredibly great stretches of my life punctuated by horrendous tragedies and then great stretches. And I mean, they're not like tragedies like death in families. They're things that only affect me. So I'm thinking,
like your bag getting nicked at Glastonbury.
I'm thinking it's certainly got to be this hex, and I would love to know where she is today.
Isn't that life, though, Stacey? Isn't that life?
Well, yes, it's true, but it's so much nicer if you can blame it on something.
You're right. So what we need is like a white witch or someone who can de-hex you.
And me.
You too, Eloise.
What?
I think I might have had a secret hex. God. I am so unlucky. You know I am.
Yeah, well, that's just... I think you're dyspraxic.
That's like the one below autistic, is it?
No, it's not at all. It's like a physical dyslexia. So whereas dyslexia, you kind of letters and numbers are kind of slightly jumbled up. With dyspraxia, it means you would reach for that, but you knock it on the floor. But it's not you. There's not anything deliberate. It's just
I've done the test of this because there's a test where you have to go like this.
Okay, she's flapping her hand back and forth like a dead fish.
And
yes.
I can do it. I'm not.
Okay, so you're not dyspraxic. Okay, it's a good one. But so you think? Your hex was put on you by the gypsy. Who was selling the?
Possibly.
We can say it in this context before you start getting RC, dear listeners. Who was selling the
Heather.
Lucky Heather? Okay, well, Stacey, we will see if we can get a white witch or someone who can de-hex you. But also, you had trouble selling a house, did you?
I did, and I was dying to talk to the Chinese man that just rang in before me.
Yeah.
Because
we
I
only
had
allow one on per night, I'm afraid, and we've reached our quota. Maybe tomorrow night. Otherwise, no one would get a word in edgeways because it would be full of Chinese people.
This is true.
Yeah.
We had actually taken a bid on our house, and people loved the house. They weren't even trying to haggle with the price.
Yeah.
But it came back that they weren't interested because they had noticed the street number had a 4 at the very end. And a 4 is an unlucky number. I think it is close to death or something in Chinese symbols.
Something like that, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and they backed out on my house. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was unbelievable to me. But this still happens.
I don't want to generalise, do a racial generalisation because that would be wrong. But all Chinese people believe this, and they are going to become the next superpower. So that means the whole world will eventually believe that number 4 is bad luck.
She has a plan, don't you, Stacey?
I do. We're all changing. Arcadia, California has now allowed for this, and you can make an application to change your house numbers. So if you do have a number 4 at the end, you can switch it to a number 6, which is the lucky symbol, and sell your house.
So you can sell your house to Chinese people?
Yeah.
Man alive, California is the greatest place in the world. We should
we are
all be
bankrupt. We would sell our soul here.
This is it. This is what we're doing tonight. Stacey, you've given us the next hour of the show. Okay, I'm not happy with my house number, and I will say this quite happily. My house number is 120, right? I want to change it. I'm going to change it
to what?
To 72. I'm changing it to 72. Dear listener, if you want to change it, I don't want to know your street, I don't know where you are, I want you to phone up and say, my house number is, and I want to change it to, and we're going to allow you to do that, and that means you can take down your old numbers, you can stick up a bit of cardboard with some numbers written out in black marker pen, and that will be your new address.
Here,
Yes,
you're allowed to have a name, though, instead of a number, aren't you?
Not in America.
You can. Well, no, you can. You have to have a number as well. I think as a name.
Do you?
Yeah.
You see, round where my parents are, there's lots of places that are called like Holly House, but they don't have a number in the address. You can.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
No, because my sister-in-law lives at Swiss Cottage, and she doesn't have.
Yeah, Swiss
address.
Cottage. That's not the name of her house, Stacey. That's an area.
No, it is the name of a house. It's in Gloucestershire.
My sister lives in Swiss Cottage. I don't know if you.
It's in Ruradine. It's in
London.
Gloucestershire.
It's near her friend of hers who lives in a house called Highgate. Stacey, it's lovely to talk to you. Why? Can I ask? It always fascinates me. Why are you listening to this rubbish?
I lived for many years in London, and I just got addicted to. This used to be Virgin Radio, and I.
What? It used to be what? It may well be again. Who knows?
I get sick of the American accent.
Me too.
After a while, and I have to have an English. My husband's English, so when he's gone all day long, I just have an English accent.
You listen to this and you fantasize. Okay, well, Stacey, it's lovely to talk to you.
Lovely.
Call again, my dear.
Okay, thank you, dear.
Ta-ta. Also, I was being extra English there.
Oh, dear.
Call again, my dear. Ta-ta. Okay, so we need someone to call in and de-hex Stacey, who was delightful. And if you can de-hex Eloise as well, that would be great. 0330 123 1215. And if you want to change the number of your house, tonight is the night to do it. And after midnight, we're going to come up with the show's pen pal. Rob and Amy with you after the police. It's a good show tonight. 0330 123 1215. Voodoo, de-hexing, pen pals, driving, petrol. I don't really know. It's kind of a bit random this evening, but I think we can work with that, can't we? We're going to do Voodoo in a minute. Live on the radio, ain't never done before. It might have been, I don't know. I've got no idea. The theme tune to The Life of Riley. Wow! I'm terribly ashamed to admit I watched that. What's that programme that's replacing My Family? Awful thing with Will Thingy-Bob in it. I thought it was all right. Oh, man, I'm getting old. I thought it wasn't great. I thought it was all right. There was no Persuasionists, I'll give you that, but it was all right. Robin, hey!
What is the Persuasionist, though? That's a one-off.
It's classic. It's classic.
It was.
It was all right, wasn't it? It was all right. It wasn't brilliant.
There were
but
some funny bits.
It was better than Lab Rats.
Oh, and Phone Shop.
Oh, Phone Shop got commissioned for a series.
You're joking.
Well, it was because it was like a one-off on More 4. It's just finished a series a few weeks ago.
Oh, God.
And it was Pony.
There's another one coming, but I don't know if they're an advertising review, so I can't even mention it.
Okay.
But, I saw that today. I just thought I'm going to bang my head against the wall.
I don't really watch much TV now, and because everything on TV is rubbish. Angry Boys is good, but it's a bit hit and miss. Yeah, the hits. Smouse is brilliant. Smouse has me laughing out loud. I like the two brothers a lot. The Japanese mum is like, yeah,
Fast
okay,
forward.
yeah, we get it, gay style. And some of the stuff in the prison is all right, but it's sort of it's that clever funny where you don't laugh.
He's peaked, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Summer Heights High was a phenomenon because the series before that wasn't.
We Can Be Heroes.
Yeah, it wasn't brilliant.
No, there were moments.
Yeah. Oh, well, look at us having an adult discussion, and we've not even mentioned American Hollywood movie stars that I may fancy at some point. Rob, listen, do you know anything about the Voodoo?
I know a bit.
What do you know?
Well, there's two films I can think of straight away.
Yeah, go on. We're trying to get a top 10 list of Voodoo movies. So far, we've got The Serpent and the Rainbow, which I've not seen. Have you heard of that?
No.
Sounds good. Live and Let Die, of course, classic.
Seen that.
Yeah.
Child's Play.
Oh, is that Voodoo?
She does voodoo to put the killer in the baby, or the doll.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's crap, don't worry.
Yeah, it's just, a bit chucky, yeah.
And The Crow, like the head villain,
Yeah.
the head villain, his missus is a fit voodoo woman.
A fit voodoo woman.
Yeah.
To be honest, man, all voodoo women are well fit, aren't they? Especially when they got the snakes around them and they're just wearing a bra.
Speaking of fit women, a little treat.
Hey! Eloise, would you come in and cut my hair, please?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Is that happening now?
It's happening now, live on Absolute Radio.
I've had an idea as well.
Oh, thank God for that. Yes, please, go on.
Right, you're saying every so often you joke about being depressed.
Yeah. What?
I was thinking I've had a really good idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we swap home phone numbers? And then you can get in and you say, you know what, Fandango, I'm going to ring Rob Burnett and we can have a chat. I say, what you been up to? I've been down to the shops. And you go, what you been up to? You go,
Yeah.
Been to agents.
Okay, no, that's not happening. Eloise, would you like to cut some of my hair? Now, bearing in mind, I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow, but don't take the Michael.
Where can I cut it from?
Well, but I reckon... Rob, shut up. You won't go downstairs, will you?
No, you want that, but I don't.
But I think it makes the voodoo stronger if it's a pubis.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it, Rob?
It does. I've read it in the book.
You can't cut my chest hair.
Do you have back hair?
You can cut my... I do have a little bit of back hair.
Do you?
You can cut my chest hair if I can cut yours.
Have you got any chest hair? That's near your heart.
Have you got any what, Rob?
Chest hair, it's near your heart.
What so?
Well, your heart's part of the body, isn't it? And if they're going to do voodoo...
Of course your heart is part of the body. But to be honest, Rob, all of my body is part of my body. Okay. Right, I reckon... Like, that bit?
I wonder what's on Radio 5.
But don't cut it too short.
Okay.
But you can cut... But don't cut it too... Oh, my God.
This is sexy harassment.
Oh, you cut loads off! Look, you got some greys in there. Good. Well, okay, all right, we've got some... Rob, we've got some hair.
Yes.
I'm assuming we then stick it to the doll's head. Have we got any more...
Oh, I'll get some.
Hang on, we might... Look, here we go, this sellotape.
You know what you should do as well?
Yeah.
Lick your finger and just touch that, and then it's got some of your, DNA on it.
Oh, so lick my finger and then and touch the doll?
Yeah, and then you got DNA on it.
I'm rubbing the doll's crotch with my finger.
There you go.
Oh, I'm feeling a tingle. Right, okay, so we're getting the hair. We can... oh, look at that. That's just freaky, isn't it? Oh, I've stuck it on my face. So why did I do that? I've got a beard now. Okay, so we've got some of my hair stuck to it. Oh, I feel something. I feel an energy. So what? Well, I've got literally... I was meant to do some research, and then I was stuck in Milton Keynes all day, so I was unable to. What do we do now? Stick a pin in it. Steady.
Doesn't Eloise heat something up and then poke it through? And then
doesn't she have to rub something between her breasts?
Yes, in a bra.
In a bra.
Yes.
To work, Eloise.
I'm not looking at that.
Okay, so Rob, would you be able to do an incantation and then Eloise is going to stick it in me?
You mean like a chant?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I can. Gujabada vala olea, Guja baja halavalea boobies. Uja vuja vala pala.
You went
Gima gima
straight for the
duba.
nose, quite viciously.
Iman. Da da Iman.
Stick another one in. Keep chanting, Rob.
Uja buja pork pie.
I feel a bit sick, but I don't know. Don't go for that.
My
Okay.
winkle is big.
I feel anxious.
Anything?
I feel very, Rob, if I'm honest, I feel very, very anxious. So far, she went straight away and stuck a paperclip in my nose viciously, then in my heart, then in my belly button, and then she's just put one, if I were a heroin addict, where I would jack up, if I were left-handed.
So at the very least, you should get spots there.
I feel, yeah, let's have a look. Is there anything? No. Oh, what's that? What's that?
A red blotch has appeared on your jacking up arm.
A red blotch has appeared on my jacking up arm if I were left-handed.
Have you got anything on your nose?
Ow! You stabbed on my actual nose, you sod!
She's trying to bring Ben Jones back.
There's nothing we can say.
There's a red mark on your nose.
Because you just stabbed me in the nose, Eloise. Do you want to check my belly button? I'm actually breathing.
Yeah!
No, there's nothing there.
Okay. Well, the voodoo results so far, Rob, slightly disappointing, although I do feel very anxious.
Excellent. It's a start.
Where did you cut my hair? I'm worried that he's not, the fella Joe's not going to be able to fix it tomorrow. I'll go in and Joe will go, what the hell have you had done to your hair? Get out! I can't fix that.
You made a voodoo.
Rob, thank you very much for your chant. Okie dokie. That's a shame that we have to end it like that, isn't it? Eloise, thank you for the voodoo doll. Maybe we can give that away as a prize.
Have you tweeted a picture of it yet?
No, I'll do it now. I'll play the Beatles and I'll tweet a picture. Follow me on @Iain Lee and you will see the voodoo doll in its terrifying entirety. I've been listening to a lot of Monkeys recently. I've forgotten how good Stepping Stone is, man. What a song. Boyce and Hart. I'm trying to get... which one am I trying to get? Because one of them's dead and I want to make sure I get the right... Anyway, the one of Boyce and Hart that's not dead is what I'm trying to get them to come on the show at some point. And someone very kindly sent me a DVD of the Royal Albert Hall concert that the Monkeys played. Thank you very much. The bootleg special. People are asking about the bootleg special. It's going to happen. We are having trouble finding someone that's really anti-bootlegs. We've found a couple of people who don't want to come on the radio to talk about it because they don't want to be seen... to be entering a debate about it and condoning it. It will happen. It may wait until I get back from my holiday, but it will happen. We have got a bootlegger, someone who records concerts and then I think mixes them and then releases them. And we're going to kind of do a pros and cons of bootlegs, and we'll maybe I'll check the rules about playing a few bits of bootlegs just to kind of give you an idea of the kind of quality of some of those things. That will happen at some point in the future. And next week, we've only got 3 shows, but they're all full of guests, including the...
Well, maybe if you just describe...
Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry, there was Eloise, so I do apologise. Including some people who are going to show us their penises. Yep, we're going to see some penises. 0330 123 1215. Steve, Joe, Martin Collins, be with you after that.
The radio station you have on at the moment is called
Absolute Radio. Absolute Radio. The next time you're on Facebook, like...
Lucy is in Henley. Hello, Lucy. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me, Lucy? Okay, are you on hands-free or something?
No, I'm on my mobile.
You're what?
I'm on my mobile.
Okay.
Where are you?
Where am I? I'm on the radio. It's not a very good line.
Well, you can ring me on, oh God, no, that's upstairs. Can you ring me back on my mobile number?
Is this... I thought this was your mobile.
Yeah, but I was on hot. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, can you not hear?
Pardon?
I've got Pardon? I've got loads to say.
Well, I want to hear. Apparently, you can unvoodoo people, but it was just.
Well, I don't know. I can't unvoodoo myself, but I am pretty good at other people.
Okay. Well, what makes you? Yeah. What makes you think you can unvoodoo other people?
Well, because I don't know, really.
Well, you must. Surely, that's one of those things.
It's
If you.
righty, really. Well, you can. It's quite easy. You have to.
Lucy, I'm going to try and call you back because this line is absolutely bloody awful, and you sound like such a fruitcake that I want to hear everything you've got to say. So I think I'm just going to try and find you again. Let's try this here. She was bonkers, isn't she? Absolutely bonkers. What is going on with it? Terrible. Let me try one more time. Hang on a second. Bear with us, dear listener. Thank you for your patience. Normal service will be resumed shortly. We go ringing.
What?
Sorry?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? What?
Oh, what the hell is going on with her? I'm on delay.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, steady, Lucy, you've just got... You're on the radio. Don't swear.
Okay.
Right, turn the radio off.
Okay, all right.
Right.
All right.
I think we may have stumbled onto something we don't want to stumble on here.
Okay, no worries.
Well, you've gone from sounding, if you don't mind me saying so, really, really bonkers to then sounding quite calm. What happened there, Lucy?
That's just me, really.
Wow. Eloise, I'm going to hand over your aura and your spirit to Lucy, who's going to...
Yum, that's what I wanted.
She's totally going to eat your aura. Your aura is going to be eaten by Lucy.
So, Lucy, I've got really, really bad luck. Maybe you could try and unvoodoo me, because I think I've got a hex on me.
By who?
I think...
Someone selling Lucky Heather.
Yes.
Well, forget about that. Who have you got a hex?
Yeah, forget about that, Eloise. Who have you got a hex?
I haven't got anyone I want to hex. Oh, I could hex an old housemate.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Listen, making voodoo dolls of me is one thing, Lucy and Eloise, but actually putting hexes on people, even though I don't believe in them...
You don't do it, but this is absolutely true. I mean, you laugh at me, I know, because I heard it.
I want...
It's absolutely online.
Yeah, stop the swearing, stop the swearing, stop the swearing. Stop the swearing.
All right, it's not me swearing.
No, it doesn't matter who it is, Lucy. We don't want any swearing.
All right.
Who's that in the background?
Doesn't matter.
Wow.
I think we should...
Yeah. Lucy, thanks for calling. OK. If any swears... I don't think any swears went out there. I managed to dump it again with the little delay we built up. If any swears went out, you, of course, have our sincerest apologies. It's never our intention to offend. She was proper bonkers, though, wasn't she?
Turns out, maybe so.
Wow. When she answered the phone and was arguing with herself in delay.
Yeah.
But do you notice how freely I gave your spirit and your aura over to her for her to work with?
Thank you. Hopefully she hasn't taken any of it.
And hopefully she doesn't come and find out where the office is, the studios are. Let's go to... Steve's in Brighton. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Steve. We're getting them all this evening, aren't we?
Well, I'm not listening tonight. I'm a podcaster.
Oh, but you would have just heard some of that on the phone, wouldn't you? You've heard Lucy on the phone, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I heard her in her potty mouth, yes.
Very, very potty mouth. I don't think the listener heard what you heard, but, you know.
OK, I won't repeat it.
No, good lad. No. So you're a podcast person. You've called up?
Yeah, I was listening to... there's two questions, really.
Go on.
I was listening to a show about radio heroes when Clive Ball left LBC.
Yep, Clive Ball quit LBC, and boy, oh boy, is this show doing well as a result of that. Thank you, Clive.
Can I just nominate a radio hero?
Of course you can.
Matt Hollick.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he's very clever, very smart.
Really?
Maybe not then. And
you think Matt Hollick's clever and smart, do you?
Yeah, I think it's an act, isn't it? He just acts stupid, doesn't he?
He is that stupid, I think. Should we give him a call?
Okay.
Should we give him a call?
No.
What? I've got his phone number in front of me.
Do it.
Okay.
Why? Have you fallen out with him?
I just didn't like him. He's an idiot.
Oh no, I'm not going to call him then. You can't do that. Hey, someone I'm going to try and get on the show. Does the name Caesar the Geezer mean anything to you?
Oh yes,
He's from the old days.
Years ago. What was he on? Yeah.
He was on Talk
years ago.
Radio. I'm going to try and get Caesar the Geezer to come on the show maybe in a couple of weeks. In fact,
excellent. That'd be brilliant.
I'll try and hunt. Well, it won't be brilliant. It'll be adequate. But I shall try and hunt him down tomorrow if I get the chance. Of course, I'll get the chance. All I'm doing is getting a haircut and then going to a party.
Also,
yes, Stephen.
Ian. Yeah. I broke my iPod earlier today, and I was listening to yesterday's show.
Yes.
Did Eloise manage to get hold of Andre?
No, we've not got. Should we give Andre a call, Eloise?
Yeah, I don't know how to find his number though because he hasn't called for so long.
Oh, really? Is there not a way of just finding numbers on
They
here?
used to be with the old system.
And you can't do it on here.
No, you have to actually know when they have called because you can only search on days and hours.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, because I needed to.
If someone can tell us the exact day that he last phoned up, I can find it.
No, there's got to be a way of doing it. I'm gonna find it. No, clear that. I'm really worried that Andre's dead.
Dead.
Yeah, dead. Yeah, dead. I mean, and we're joking about it a little bit, but he could be dead. What's this thing with the binoculars?
You can't search on it. If you click on it, it's all blank.
Oh, that is complete and utter balls. What a rubbish system. Whoever installed this system, you're a muppet. This is pointless for a phone-in show, having a system where you can't search people, for crying out loud. You can only do it by hours, look.
Or if you unclick recent, you can do it by days, but we don't know when he last called.
Can't we just do it by month?
Does he phone any other shows, or is it only your
It
show?
sort of constantly searches. As soon as you click on one of the arrows, it searches really like it won't let you stop on a month. It's so stupid.
This is the worst system in the world.
Is it doing the same for you?
Well,
I've now
looking
lost all the calls from tonight.
I'm looking on. Don't worry about those losers. I'm looking at the 10th of June at 8:40 a.m. Well, that's no use to anyone, is it? Bear with us, Steve. This may take Fat Boy the Masturbator, Posh Lindy, Andre One Nut. Andre, I've got it. All right, I'm going to call him. So I managed to do it straight away, Eloise. What's your problem?
Mine's just searching. I'm now in like June 2008.
I'm there. Well, I'm calling him.
Now I'm in 2012.
What if he's dead? I'd actually maybe we shouldn't call him on the air. Oh God. I feel sick. I'm scared. I'm going to hang up.
Is this the mobile?
Yeah.
This is Andy speaking. Can you leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible? Thank you.
Do the house
Bye.
phone.
No, I don't want to because I don't want to wake him up. Hey, Andre. This is Iain Lee.
Are you dead?
No, it's all right, Steve. Well,
And Eloise.
Eloise. This is
Thinking of you.
And Steve from Brighton. Say hello, Steve.
Hope you're not dead.
Don't, because if he is, don't, because if he is, someone's gonna
Good publicity.
No, it's not, Steve. Don't. Right, Andre, call the show. We miss you, brother. We miss you a lot. Okay.
Are you on the other side?
No, don't. Because supposing he is dead, right? And Ange is listening to that. She goes, "Oh, I'm going to check Andre's messages today." And
They've
she's
long broke up.
Oh, in that case, it's fine. Steve, thank you for that.
No probs.
Yeah, whatever. I forgot to post a picture on Twitter of the Voodoo doll, so I'm doing it now while David Bowie's playing. Seems rather apt. I've just tweeted the picture, and I've been asked by Jess to hold it up to the webcam, so there it goes. The Voodoo doll of me. Another 15 minutes of the show. We'll take some calls straight to air after Martin and Joe. And then Chris Martin is on at 1 o'clock. It should be fun. He's a very nice chap. We like him a lot. Let's go to Martin Collins first. Hello, Martin.
Hello, Miss Lee. You all right?
Yeah, you got your tail between your legs, haven't you, eh?
A little bit, yeah.
Martin, for those who don't know, Martin was very, very drunk when he called the show last night. And he has since sent apologies to all the email accounts associated with the show and the Facebook page. And he phoned up Eloise to make sure that I'd got the apologies, didn't you?
Oh, I did all right, though, didn't I? I feel a little bit bad because I was very drunk last night.
I don't remember what you did that was so bad, though. You were all right, weren't you? You were just boozed up.
Yeah, it was just a little bit embarrassing, though, wasn't it?
Well, it was embarrassing for you. Listen, I couldn't give a toss what you lot get up to. As long as you don't swear and you're not libelous, I don't mind. And you didn't do either of those. And yes, you embarrassed yourself. Well done.
I did, because don't forget, I'm also Chunk.
Oh, Chunk swore, didn't he?
Yeah, right at the end. I did try to dump it.
Oh, no, you said... was it you that said, B-I-F-'d that up or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that did make me chuckle. But naughty! Yeah. We don't condone...
swearing or anything like that.
Nothing like that, Martin Collins. But you've called in this evening. We're friends. Don't worry. There's no bad vibes between us. What can I do for you?
No, it was basically just to phone up to make sure that my apology was well received.
Yeah.
And that's basically about it. I did have a voodoo story, but then I realised I just checked it on YouTube, but it's not a voodoo story. It's a mojo story. So. It's kind of pointless now.
It is kind of pointless. So I would. Do you know what I'd like from you, Martin Collins? I'd like another email apologising for this poor phone call.
Not a chance.
Loser. Let's go to... We'll do some calls straight to air in a minute. We can start racking those up if you want. 0330 123 1215. Joe!
Hello, Mr. Lee.
Hello, Joe.
How are you?
What can I do for you?
Well, I want to talk to you about voodoo. Because I know a lot about it. Because, it comes from Benin.
Yes.
Which is next to Nigeria and between Nigeria and Togo.
Yes.
And that's where voodoo origins come from. Haiti, it goes to Haiti because of a long time ago. And then it went to Cuba where it's known as Santa Ria.
Yes.
But, I must tell you, you were talking about voodoo. You must take voodoo seriously.
Yes, we've been very flippant about voodoo this evening.
Because, because I tell you something. I tell you a story about my friend. His name is Femi, okay?
Yes.
Now, he had a relationship with this girl, okay? And she came from Benin.
Yes.
And she was actually a voodoo witch. But he didn't know. Well, anyway, he broke up the relationship. And you know what she did? She put a curse on her, on him.
Yes.
She put a curse on him.
Yes, on him, yes.
And you know what happened?
No, I don't know, Joe.
His penis disappeared.
Wow. What?
His penis disappeared. It just disappeared. She made his penis just go away.
Wow.
And that is how powerful voodoo is, my friend. So don't mess with it.
Joe, I certainly don't want my penis to disappear, and at least as long as I know where it is. But thank you for that. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello, Line 1.
Is this Absolute Radio, is it, eh?
Yes, it is.
It is. I was just looking to put on a request. I'm not looking to put on the... I'm not looking to get put through to talk to you about in the radio.
Well, you're talking to the man on the radio now.
I'm not. I'm listening to him.
Yeah, you're listening to you.
I was listening to that, yeah. How do you know that?
Because I can hear the radio.
What?
Hello?
Hello, how you doing?
What can I do for you? You're live on the air.
Will you ask if I put on Sam Like a Funkle?
The what, sorry?
Sam Like a Funkle on the radio.
Okay, I don't know what he said then. I don't think it was a swear word, but it may have been again. What is wrong with everyone tonight? If it was... apologies. Never the intention of us. Well, I say it's never the intention of us to offend. Sometimes it is, but not through swearing and naughty things like that. It's funny, isn't it? The rules of radio are very odd, and you would think that at 10 to 1 in the morning on what is kind of perceived to be an adult radio station, it's not a kid station, it's not like Disney FM or something, that you would be able to... By the way, if you want to call in 0330 123 1215, you would think that you would be allowed to do some swears and stuff. And you sort of can. There are some you can get away with. I'm not going to go through them now because you'll all just phone up and try and do them. There are some you can get away with. There are some that are complete no-nos, and some that if I sort of apologise, you can sort of get away with. But you would think that you would be able to swear, but you can't. You're not allowed to, really. Which is odd, because on TV you can do what you want. 0330 123 1215. Let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless.
Yo, Ian, how's it going? It's Ben calling from San Francisco.
It's who's this calling from San Francisco?
Ben.
Hello, fellow. Are you calling on the Skype or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in San Francisco. I'm not going to call you long distance. Do you get me?
I get you, man. I get you. You're English, but you're speaking American. I get you.
That's right.
Big up yourself.
Anyway, I just wanted to see whether you Caesar the Geezer.
Yeah, Caesar. We're going to get Caesar the Geezer on the show. I've just looked on Wikipedia. Apparently, he's DJing in a restaurant somewhere.
You want to look up? I sent you a message on the old Twitter. David Hang used to be his manager.
Oh, that was you that sent them. I just saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know whether you check your Twitters whilst you're online, but
How long have you been living in America, fella?
6 years.
Because you're.
I used to be a big Clive Ball phoning guy, and then I moved to America, and I've never called a UK radio station since.
Wow. Well, you know that Clive Ball's quit.
I do. I just read that on the old Digital Spy.
I love it, man. Twitter, Digital Spy. You're dropping those T's like there's no tomorrow.
That's right.
Well, I feel honoured, sir, that you've called me. The last one was Clive Ball, and it was me. It's kind of almost circular the way that's moved.
I will perhaps call you again.
Do call again. We're kind of coming towards the end of the show, but do call again when we've got a bit more time.
Very good.
Cheers, fella. Ta-ta. There we go. I love it. We are living in the future, aren't we? We are living in the future, and it's an awesome place to be. Let's try line 3. 3, you're on the wireless.
The Mummy is another voodoo film.
I don't know if it's voodoo in that, is it?
It is.
Well, it is. I've never seen The Mummy, but I'm guessing because of mummies, it's got some kind of Egyptian connection.
Definitely voodoo. Boobs, winky, bumhole.
Okay, let's go to 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, I'd just like to say Lewis Corby is a fat bastard. Okay, I didn't... I have no idea what's going on this evening.
Let's go to line 4. 4, you're on the wireless. Hello?
Hello, sorry. I'm not going to swear at you, though.
Good.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, it would be good if you didn't swear at me, yes.
All right, I'll do that. Yeah, great radio people. You was doing something about that?
Great radio people, yeah, about 3 months ago.
Oh, yeah, okay, good. I'm not late then. Nick Abbott.
Oh, Nick Abbott is one of the greatest, without a shadow of a doubt. I've always stand up for Nick Abbott, and I said that someone should go. You should go and check out his broadcast from. I think he was on TalkSport. Maybe he was on Virgin actually.
He was
the night that Kurt Cobain died.
I didn't. I wasn't actually listening that night. But...
Oh, listen. Go on. It's on the internet. You can find it, and it is. The man is a genius.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I used to listen to him until about 1 in the morning.
He's bonkers. Like he's absolutely bonkers. He gets his hair cut in the same place as me, and he's bonkers.
Yeah, but he can handle it in such a way that it's just so funny. You know?
He is without a doubt one of the greatest. And people say that now he's on LBC and he's doing a kind of newsy show. He's lost it.
No,
he ain't lost it at all.
I to London and heard him on there. He hasn't lost it.
He hasn't lost it at all. He is
just with a more serious twist.
If you're listening to me, listener, and you listen to Nick Abbott, send him a little text next time he's on. I think he's on Saturday nights, or a little email, or just to say I was saying nice things about him, and I'm saluting him, and he's one of the greatest broadcasters this country has ever had.
Definitely.
Cheers, fella.
Bye.
Ta-ta. Let's try this one. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello, I'm looking forward to the penis show next week.
The pedo show?
Penis.
The penis, yes, we're having penises in the studio, yes. We are not having pedos in the show next week. That's in a fortnight.
So what does it mean by the puppetry of penises?
Well, I've never seen their act, but Eloise, they use their penis to do puppet shows,
yeah,
don't they?
So it's like, guess what they're doing with their penis, and they make, hamburgers with it. I've seen some of it. It's actually amazing what they can do, and scary.
Like to do with a torch in your hand.
Pardon?
Like you do with your hand and a torch. You know, sort of like, what do you call it?
Oh, no, except for there's no light. It's literally moulding their penis.
Oh.
Like, they shape it. It must be, I don't know.
Hang on a minute. Sorry. And they're going to be doing this in here?
Yeah.
With just me watching them? How many of them are in there? 2?
There's 2.
So I'm going to have 2 penises, literally about 2 feet away from me, being moulded into different shapes?
Oh, I can come in if you want.
Please. Why have we booked them?
You said to.
I didn't really think about what I was saying. You should have. With things like that, Eloise, you should always send me another email saying, "Are you sure, Ian?"
Well, I figure you're big enough
I might
make
get
your own decision.
I might get mine out and join in with them, as long as no photographs are taken.
I'm not going to be in the room.
Yes, you will. You'll have to help. This zip is very stiff on my trousers. Thank you for that. Let's try one more call, shall we? Let's line 4. You're probably the last call of the night before Chris Martin.
I wanted you to do 2.
Hello, Ian.
Oh, yes, line. Okay, we'll do line 2 in a second. Yes, 4.
Would you like a Pradeep?
I'm not joining in.
I will beat you.
You won't?
But I would.
You wouldn't? I'm only saying no because I want to go to line 2 for Eloise. Yes, line 2.
I've got Andre locked up in my basement. If you want to...
I didn't cut you off there. He's gone. That was Fat Boy the Masturbator.
Oh, was it?
That's the reason that Andre doesn't call in anymore, because of him. Good show, Eloise. We didn't do the pen pals. First thing tomorrow, we'll start the show with the 4... I've got the 4 pen pals here. I'm going to give them to you. And we'll start the show, and tomorrow we will find the pen pal. Good work.
You too.
Are an excellent band. That's it. Chris Martin's up next. Thank you very much for calling. Don't forget, if you missed any of the show or you've missed any of the old shows, podcasts, iTunes, type in Iain Lee, IAINLEE, or go to absoluteradio.co.uk/Iain Lee. We're back tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Ta-ta.